10 top tourist attractions in Canada. The second largest country in the world, Canada has no shortage of beautiful landscapes and interesting sights for travelers to explore. From coast to coast to coast, the country is home to vibrant and culturally rich cities, along with incredible natural wonders. In Western Canada, the Rocky Mountains, the Okanagan Valley, and the cities of Vancouver, Victoria, and Calgary are some of the best places to visit and frequently dominate itineraries. In central Canada, Niagara Falls, Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal, and Quebec City are some of the most popular tourist destinations. For those who venture out to Canada's Atlantic provinces in the east, the beauty of Gros Morne National Park, along with the cities of Halifax and St. John's, provide their own unique character. Number 1. Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls is Canada's most famous natural attraction, bringing in millions of visitors each year. Located just over an hour's drive from Toronto, along the American border, these massive falls drop approximately 57 meters. You can see the falls at an astoundingly close distance from several key points. Niagara Falls and the Niagara Gorge have been attracting tourists and daredevils for well over a century. Between the mid-19th and mid-20th centuries, there were numerous attempts to plunge over the falls in various types of homemade boats and barrels. This, along with tightrope walkers and other spectacles, led to the adjacent town of Niagara Falls developing a carnival-type atmosphere that still persists today. Number 2. Banff National Park and the Rocky Mountains. Banff National Park lies in the heart of the majestic Rocky Mountains in the province of Alberta, and showcases some of Canada's most beautiful scenery. Turquoise-colored lakes, snow-capped peaks, and glacier are all easily accessible in this stunning park. Take a scenic drive or head off on one of the best hikes in Banff. The jewel of the park is Lake Louise, where green waters reflect the surrounding mountains and glacier, and visitors can stroll easily around the shores. Just a short distance is Moraine Lake, another impressive alpine lake with an even slightly more dramatic surrounding. Number 3. Toronto CN Tower. On the shores of Lake Ontario in Canada's biggest city is the iconic CN Tower, one of Canada's most famous landmarks. The tower stands an impressive 553 meters high and dominates the skyline. At the top, you can find fine dining in the revolving 360 restaurant, and enjoy a meal while looking out over the city and lake. The lookout and the glass floor offer beautiful views out over the entire area. For an added thrill, consider stepping outside of the enclosed area onto the metal walkway for the CN Tower Edge Walk. You'll be harnessed in and then be able to walk around the building, 116 stories, or 356 meters, 1,168 feet, above the ground below. Number 4. Old Montreal. Old Montreal, lined with lovely historic buildings, is a place to go for great shopping and fine dining. While Montreal itself is a vibrant modern city, Old Montreal, down by the waterfront, is where you'll want to go to soak up the atmosphere. Number 5. Whistler. Just a 2-hour drive from Vancouver is the famous ski resort of Whistler Blackcomb, and the year-round resort destination of Whistler. While Whistler has always been an important winter sports area, it has also developed into a popular summer destination, with golf, mountain biking, and a lively town atmosphere no matter when you visit. The village gained international attention in 2010, when it became one of the locations for the 2010 Winter Olympic Games. The area offers world-class skiing, hotels, and dining, as well as a variety of outdoor recreational opportunities and beautiful mountain scenery. Number 6. Ottawa's Parliament Hill. Ottawa's Parliament Hill stands high above the Ottawa River and is graced by the neo-Gothic-style Parliament buildings built in the last half of the 19th century. The most prominent feature is the Peace Tower, which divides the House of Commons and the Senate on either side. In front of the Parliament buildings is the Centennial Flame, lit in 1966 to commemorate the centenary of the Canadian Confederation, and behind the buildings is a sculpture garden. Number 7. St. John's Signal Hill National Historic Site. At the entrance to St. John's Harbour, overlooking the city and sea, is Signal Hill National Historic Site. It was here, in 1901, that the first wireless transatlantic signal was received. It also played a strategic role in the 7 Years' War with France, although the current fortifications were built during the hostilities of 1812. The Cabot Tower is one of the key sites of Signal Hill. It was built in 1897 to mark the 400th anniversary of the discovery of Newfoundland. It also now commemorates Guglielmo Marconi's reception here in 1901 of the first transatlantic radio telegraphy signal, transmitted over a distance of 2,700 kilometers from Poldhu in England. Number 8. Vancouver Island. Although it is less than a 2-hour ferry ride from the mainland, Vancouver Island can seem a world away. Most people head to Victoria, BC's capital city, for sightseeing and culture. But if you head north into the wild and remote landscapes, the island holds some unexpected and unforgettable experiences. Nature lovers can hit the best hiking trails on Vancouver Island and set themselves up at some beautiful camping locations. Those looking for more comfort can always turn to one of the island's lodges or resorts. Number 9. Gros Morne National Park. Newfoundland's Gros Morne National Park is more remote than many of Canada's most popular national parks, but worth the effort to discover this beautiful landscape of mountains and fjords. The park is a UNESCO World Heritage Site featuring steep cliff walls, waterfalls, and interesting rock formations carved by the glacier-fed waters. Most visitors take a boat tour to appreciate the scenery, but there are also hiking trails and opportunities for kayaking. In winter, the park receives far fewer visitors, but is open for ski touring, complete with backcountry ski huts. Number 10. Rideau Canal. The historic Rideau Canal is a beloved four-season playground for the residents and visitors to Eastern Ontario. Extending from Kingston, on Lake Ontario, for 202 kilometers to Ottawa, this National Historic Site has been in operation since 1832. In the summer, pleasure boats filled with families enjoying the summer sun transit the locks and make their way slowly along the route, stopping for ice cream and snacks at small towns along the way.